You are like fresh from WrestleMania 22. वो just खत्म हुआ अभी WrestleMania 22 और अभी आपको लग रहा है कहीं back to अखाड़े में आ गए.
KGF 3 रिलीज हो गई KGF 2 के पहले. मिडफील्ड ठीक है. एक प्लेयर की बात करें तो I would pick Bernardo Silva and
I can pick him, but he will turn up in his shorts. I want Salah to renew his contract, man, because he's not coming to City, and I don't want Foden to go.
Chelsea का है. पहला Chelsea का है. Chelsea का है ना, come on. बनता है यार नहीं.
It's like घर में बच्चा पैदा हुआ है और सब लोग डिसाइड करें नाम तो मैं ही रखूं.
Hello. Welcome back to Almighty Blues FC, a fan channel for all to see. And क्या हफ्ता रहा है भाई साहब, क्या हफ्ता. UEFA Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. Yes, as a Chelsea fan, fact is मैं खुश नहीं हूँगा for the next 1 year until we win the trophy again. But talking about winning the trophy, two clubs जो है probably for a treble, a quadruple, जो भी आप बोलो, they are facing off again this weekend, and that is Liverpool and Man City. And that is why I have a very special panel. Back in the house is Nidhi from Menace in the Monk. Nidhi, all set for the big game?
I'm well set for the big game, but I'll tell you what. ये मैच के लिए ना थोड़ा स्ट्रेस कम है. I don't know why. I mean, not like it's not like it doesn't matter, nothing like that. But थोड़ा स्ट्रेस कम है because the trophies that are remaining. The FA Cup is obviously the third. But yeah, very excited for it. But I hope we get to watch a good game again. That's all I hope for.
Absolutely. And of course, welcoming back Pranay from Tackle From Behind. Pranay, last chapter में बात की थी about Champions League. So congratulations. Tough win, काफी, लेकिन yeah, the win is a win after all. How are you feeling? FA Cup, where do you hold FA Cup just in this regard?
I mean, बाकी सारे titles तो मतलब like FA Cup, of course, the history of FA Cup, of course, is itself. But हाँ मतलब main aim तो यार मैच चैंपियंस लीग मैच देखने के बाद तो अभी मेरे को चैंपियंस लीग ही लग रहा है, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लेयर्स आर इंजर्ड आल्सो. तो ज्यादा कुछ बचा है नहीं अभी. अब बस टेस्टिंग वाटर है स्क्वाड डेप्थ की, जो कि आई थिंक होपफुली सिटी के पास, आई मीन सिटी हैज द बेस्ट स्क्वाड डेप्थ आई थिंक कलेक्टिवली आउट ऑफ ऑल द प्रीमियर लीग. दैट आई पर्सनली फील, नॉट एज जस्ट एज अ सिटी फैन, बट आई मीन वी हैव इट. So yeah, let's see.
करेंगे. We'll discuss a lot. Don't worry about that. लेकिन हाँ, like मैं तो हमेशा सोचता था यार, it's about Wembley, gets that X factor going. Yeah, आप बोल सकते हो tournament wise, it's not one of the tournaments you seek out to win, especially being a Man City, Chelsea, or Liverpool in recent years. But when you actually step onto Wembley, the players will feel करेंगे, and of course the crowd will be there. It will be really interesting. But again, everyone out there, do smash that like button. Check out Tackle From Behind. Check out Menace in the Monk. By chance आपने नहीं किया है, link is always there in the description below. And yes, do subscribe to Almighty Blues FC. As we say that, let's actually be in the conversation. And yes, stick out to the end because I have a surprise, a combined 11 of a different sort. और हम बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. It's a surprise for the guests as well. So stick on to there for sure. Nidhi, first and foremost, come on. You guys played 2 times, I think, this season already. Both maybe great matches. You can say probably the matches of the season. As a neutral, I just loved it. Lekin both were 2-2 draws and both were at, one of your homes, right? Now that you're playing in Wembley, it's a knockout. Would you actually expect Liverpool to go on with a different approach because of that reason?
I hope we have a different approach compared to the Premier League game that we just saw. I think that we started very uncharacteristically. I mean, we looked very nervous. In the first half, we looked very nervous. And it was a very weird game because it felt like Pep was trying to do what Klopp usually does, which is, play those, thought out long balls, not like Burnley long balls. But, Klopp was trying to play, the man in between and all those tactics.
Ajnabi.
तो काफी मतलब हाँ एग्जैक्टली अजनबी वाला सीन था थोड़ा. तो आई होप वी स्टार्ट. आई थिंक दैट वन थिंग आई हैव noted about Manchester City is that if you give them a fast start, if the opposition team starts fast, you have that glimmer of hope, you have that chance, which is something that we ourselves have benefited from. So I hope there is a different strategy. I really hope Luis Diaz starts this game because he is that little bit of an unknown, quantity for a lot of City have of course played against him, but he's relatively lesser explode. So I hope there is a change in tactics.
Interesting. And Pranay, यार मैं बोलना चाहूंगा, you are like fresh from WrestleMania 22. वो just खत्म हुआ अभी WrestleMania 22 और अभी आपको लग रहा है coming
KGF
back to
3
अखाड़े में आ गए.
KGF 3 रिलीज हो गई KGF 2 के पहले.
लेकिन यार you must also get the feeling कि यार अभी यार अपने अखाड़े में आ गए. Liverpool यार अपना ही भाई है, come on, like you know it'll be like a tag team match with probably Liverpool being a partner. इतना प्यार है between you know Pep and Klopp. Like do you really think that वो प्यार is such में और you know it's just you know in between the lines there is rivalry of the next order? Like where do you rank this rivalry in Premier League history for you?
I mean, recently के हिसाब से तो I think Liverpool is our main rival यार. मतलब I don't see any other rival as a fan, as a Man City fan. I don't see anyone even close to that rivalry. So I think most likely अगर हम देखा जाए तो I think और एक राइवलरी जो प्रीमियर लीग में एक जो ब्रू हुई है वो आई थिंक वो हमारी मेजरली चेल्सी के साथ ही हुई है, जो बिकॉज ऑफ द चैंपियंस लीग जो हमारी सिचुएशन हुई थी वो. सो आई थिंक फर्स्ट पे लिवरपूल ऑफ कोर्स एंड सेकंड पे यू नो आई वुड रैंक चेल्सी, क्योंकि मेरे को एक चीज और याद है, जैसे लिवरपूल गेम तो इट्स राइवलरी बिकॉज ऑफ द फुटबॉल, बट चेल्सी वाला थोड़ा शिटहाउजरी की वजह से ज्यादा फेमस है, बिकॉज आई विल स्टिल रिमेम्बर कि जो आई थिंक जो रिसेंट अभी है जो चेल्सी के साथ हमारा गेम था उसमें चेल्सी फैंस कैरीड अस मिनी चैंपियंस लीग का यू नो ट्रॉफी, एंड एवरी टाइम यू नो देयर वर चांट्स हैपनिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. सो क्या कहते हैं वो लोग यू नो ट्रॉफी दिखा रहे थे, यू नो दे वर लाइक चांटिंग लाइक दैट. सो उस वे में आई वुड से कि यार आई थिंक इट्स लिवरपूल फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड आई वुड से चेल्सी.
Yeah, I think you know what, मतलब again Chelsea मुझे लग रहा है वो last season जो हुआ था ना Chelsea Man City के बीच में we met kind of so many times. इस season Liverpool Man City हो रहा है and this cycle is basically you know as a part of it, right?
Yeah, Ankit, the thing is, one thing I feel about this rivalry, no, Pep and Klopp, that rivalry is a pure football rivalry. जैसे पुरानी rivalries जो थी ना, it was a lot about the men involved in those rivalries. Here, yeah, personality की rivalry भी थोड़ी थी. यहाँ पे भी है, मगर वो footballing personality वाली rivalry है. I'm sure none of them. It's like James Hunt and Nicky Lauda, right? They both respect each other, but none of them want to lose. वो वाली थोड़ी feeling आती है मेरे को. ये pure footballing rivalry है. ऐसा, it's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean fair enough. लेकिन Nidhi, if I'm not wrong, ये Klopp's first FA Cup semi-final है, if I'm not wrong, right? After he,
yes.
मतलब it's kind of very surprising to actually read that when I read that. लेकिन again, it is already an achievement क्योंकि बाकी competitions को देखकर where you are, I must say that you know all put together it's really a big achievement already. I have to give it to Liverpool. But how much do you think a win would help in next weeks? Because we know, as in we have been speaking about treble, quadruple, yeah, वो बड़ी बातें हैं, but the fact that every week is so important. So this week is essential because it's a knockout. You know, हम जानते हैं Chelsea, we got knocked out in midweek and we already are feeling it still. So where do you think that will rank in terms of how important this win is?
It is very important for our morale. If you look at our both return legs of our Champions League, we lost against Inter. We drew against Benfica after taking a 3-1 lead, right? So last two cup games, we've not won, right? The thing is, if you lose to a team like Manchester City, and if you lose big, that can really dent your confidence. Winning is a habit, but unfortunately, so is losing. तो ये मतलब semi-final, that occasion, it's at Wembley, FA Cup. Obviously, that story is there. But even for the rest of the season, this is a very important game. So both in terms of the occasion itself and continuity, it's a very, very important game.
100%. लेकिन प्रणय थोड़ा टीम की बात कर लेते हैं. I think you touched on that injuries है. I know bad news. It's I think terrible news for them.
KDB, Walker, सब तो इंजर्ड ही पड़े हुए हैं यार.
Yeah, but again, मतलब you do have cover. Like आपने भी बोला है, KDB को replace करना easy नहीं है. But just
I think Walker को replace करना would be not. I see one of the players who's like, I know a lot of you know people when they see Man City, you know there are like all of them are superstars. Like Foden is a generational talent, I would say. You know KDB है, फिर Bernardo है. But the most important, like personally, if you and there is of course Diaz and सारे बहुत सारे players है, Laporte है, Ederson, but the one player that nobody actually talks about is Kyle Walker, man. Like, I have the utmost respect for Kyle Walker, and to be very honest, he's my favorite Man City player ever too. Like अभी करंट स्क्वाड में भी और रिसेंटली व्हाट काइल वॉकर हैज डन इन जनरल, उसका एटीट्यूड, उसका जो एंथुसियाज्म है टुवर्ड्स द बैच, इट्स जस्ट अमेजिंग. सो यू नो, जब मैं उस दिन भी एंड उसके कल वाले इंजरी को देखने के बाद भी, यू नो, व्हेन आई सॉ द रिप्ले, उसका एंकल थोड़ा ट्विस्ट हो गया था, उसके बाद भी ही कैरिड ऑन फॉर 5 minutes आई थिंक, बट उसके बाद सब होना पड़ा. बट आई थिंक द डेडिकेशन टुवर्ड्स, यू नो, लाइक, एंड like I just respect him. So the most जो मेरे को एक hurt करेगा, you know, the go-to attitude, you know, like he's a fucking soldier एक तरह से, कि भाई कुछ भी हो जाए, I'll be keep marching on, just tell me the instruction and I'll keep marching on. So Kyle Walker would be a big you know miss for me, but I think which brings me to another player जो कि उसको replace करेगा, which is Zinchenko, who's my another
I was good. Great call. मतलब कहाँ गया है बेचारा? I know यूक्रेन में जो चल रहा था, as in really sad, but hopefully he's got over that. लेकिन आफ्टर UEFA चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल जो हुआ था हमारे साथ, I don't know, you know, I know, as in he was a scapegoat.
No, but Zinchenko is of course I think, and again Zinchenko is kind of, I would say, Origi type का, उसका situation थोड़ा Origi जैसा है लिवरपूल में. You know, like fans love him the most. He had many chances इससे पहले भी, you know, to make a move. बड़े क्लब से ऑफर आया उसको, PSG ने आई थिंक बीच में ऑफर करा था, एंड ही एक्सप्रेस, अब तुम पेप के अंदर खेल रहे हो, तुम्हें प्लेइंग टाइम उतना नहीं मिलता, एंड अगेन यू आर कंपीटिंग विद कैंसेलो, आके एज यू नो सीबी है बट वो भी फुल बैक खेल रहा था, वॉकर, तो मतलब उस टीम में जगह बनाना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. बट आई थिंक what Zinchenko has, you know, helped us in the past, I would say, you know, he absolutely deserves, you know, कोई भी अगर player injured होता है, then he's the utmost replacement that we have. So I'm happy for him.
अरे फिर नेथन आकी के लिए क्यों लड़े थे हमारे साथ? But again, yeah, you have a point. That's Man City. Yes, point for choices. लेकिन good one. I know a lot of people, you know, would probably go John Stones right back. Rather, some people would, you know, not like that. लेकिन again, I think because of Kyle Walker not being there, Cancelo at right back fits in beautifully. Or Zinchenko comes in. मतलब that's a great call as well. लेकिन midfield में I think you have loads of options, but it's very difficult to replace KDB. I will ask you, Nidhi. मतलब ये question मैंने प्रणय से भी किया था पिछले स्ट्रीम में. अगर आपको मौका दे, अगेन यू हैव नो ऑप्शन, यू हैव टू, अगर आपको सिटी से बेसिकली चूज करना पड़े द 5th प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम सिटी दैट यू कैन पिक इन योर लिवरपूल साइड फॉर दिस FA कप गेम, whom would you pick and whom would you draw from the Liverpool side?
Bernardo Silva. I can pick more. I can pick more than one. Drop में थोड़ा problem होगा, but my picks would
that's the caveat. Yeah.
my picks would be from the midfield. ठीक है, एक player की बात करें तो I would pick Bernardo Silva, and
I can pick him, but he will turn up in his shorts. I'd replace Henderson with Bernardo Silva. I think Bernardo Silva can slot in the midfield. It's a, I mean it's brilliant. I mean I could have said Foden, but Foden का क्या है ना कि वो front three में the competition at Liverpool is quite fierce.
Yeah.
But I love
Foden. 5 options now.
Really, I don't agree to that because फ्रंट थ्री में आई थिंक इस साल के एंड तक वो राइट वाली पोजीशन तो वैसे ही जाने वाली है, तो आई थिंक फोर्डन वुड बी अ गुड रिप्लेसमेंट.
ओके वहां पर आते हुए फन, बट हां एब्सोल्युटली यार, टॉक अबाउट फन्स, यू नो, एज इन प्रणय इज द मीम किंग. मैं बोल गया, लेकिन अगेन फॉर पीपल हु डोंट नो, कम ऑन, एज इन यू नो इट फॉर श्योर, तो वो तो आना ही है, एब्सोल्युटली लव दैट फॉर श्योर. लेकिन
प्रणय जो सपना देख रहा है वो थोड़ा मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपने वो नहीं.
No, I don't like. I want Salah to renew his contract, man, because he's not coming to City, and I don't want
पहला चेल्सी का है, चेल्सी का है ना, कम ऑन, बनता है यार. नहीं,
it's like घर में बच्चा पैदा हुआ है और सब लोग डिसाइड करें नाम तो मैं ही रखूंगा.
राइट वेरी गुड बैंटर देयर. लेकिन हाँ, मतलब प्रणय, अगेन टॉकिंग अबाउट बैंटर, इफ इन केस बोल रहा हूँ, अगर सिटी हारती है, पॉजिटिव क्या है? उससे पॉजिटिव यही है, आपका फोकस होगा, क्योंकि आई नो दैट यू नो यू हैव बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट ट्रेबल, क्वाड्रुपल फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम नाउ. आल्सो ट्रेबल है फॉर यू दिस टाइम, बट अगेन द फैक्ट दैट यू नो यू विल बी एबल टू फोकस ऑन द चैंपियंस लीग, ऑन द प्रीमियर लीग. लिवरपूल, उनके फिक्सचर्स ऑन पेपर आर नॉट एज इजी एज सिटी. आई नो ऑन पेपर आप बोल सकते हो एनीथिंग इज इजी एंड डिफिकल्ट, बट अगेन कंपैरेटिवली मैं बोल रहा हूँ, would you actually take that? Because last season, again, just a reminder, we were able to beat you last time in semis last year, and you probably were in the similar situation. Now that you have learned a lot from that, maybe it'll put you in a better situation. So would you be still okay with the loss? Like, how are you?
So I think अगर देखा जाए तो I don't honestly feel कि मतलब इतना ज़्यादा worrisome है, you know, even if we lose I think यार ultimate like हम जीत चुके हैं यार ये सब, तो I think ultimate title के लिए ही जाना चाहिए. And I think rather than see, of course, like I have huge, you know, FA Cup is a prestigious competition, more than 100 years old. So मतलब वो एक होल्ड तो करता ही है एक यू नो पोजीशन, बट आई थिंक अभी थोड़ा सा चॉइस के ऊपर है कि मतलब यू नो सिंस यू हैव सो मेनी गेम्स लेफ्ट, यू नो कॉम्पिटिशन्स बचे हैं, और फिर सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट मतलब रियल मैड्रिड के साथ गेम भी है जिसमें यू नो यू नीड प्लेयर्स टू बी फुली फिट. एंड लिवरपूल के साथ अगर तुम खेल रहे हो भी इतने you know ऐसे इतने बड़े कंपटीशन में, then it's not like you can just give 60% of your fitness, you know, and try to get that game going. So वो भी एक सिचुएशन नहीं है. अगर कोई शायद छोटी टीम होती, यू नो छोटी टीम एज इन बॉटम टेबल में से कोई होती है, यू नो लाइक
मैं सोचा चेल्सी नहीं बोलते गलती से.
मतलब आई मीन एनी इट्स नॉट लाइक इट्स अ टॉप. अगर कोई भी छोटी टीम अगर होती सेकंड लीग में से होती, चैंपियनशिप में से होती कोई टीम, मैजिक ऑफ एफए कप, यू नेवर नो. सो मे बी लाइक यू नो वी कुड हैव रेस्टेड ऑल ऑफ आवर मेजर प्लेयर्स एंड देन यू नो कर देते उसको, जैक को खिला लेते एज अ कीपर, you know, because you want them. But I think most likely Pep will obviously try to play all his major, I think he'll try to at least play his you know main 11. Maybe like he'll try to shuffle एक दो को, आधे तो मतलब मेन में तो दो तो इंजर्ड, दो तीन तो इंजर्ड ही पड़े हुए. But I mean he'll try to shuffle it up a bit. But I think even if we lose, I think then it gives us a better clarity कि ठीक है यार, फिर क्योंकि हमारे पास चैंपियंस लीग तो है ही, और हमें प्रीमियर लीग भी, यू नो दीज आर द टू टाइटल्स दैट वी हैव टू गो ऑल इन फॉर. तो आई थिंक एंड उससे आई थिंक लिवरपूल के ऊपर भी थोड़ा पड़ेगा कि इफ लिवरपूल गोज थ्रू देन अगेन दे हैव टू प्ले. सो आई थिंक उसके बाद तो खैर एक ही गेम खेलना होगा. बट एनीवेज आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि फोकस रहता है उससे, you know.
It's all about the focus. You
Yeah,
said it
it's
right.
all
Because
about
again, the risk factor is less. No? The more you play, the risk
Yeah.
factor is more.
Yeah.
Simply put, in terms of players. Nidhi, talking about players, अब recent game का बात कर लेते हैं. मतलब as much as I love the game as a neutral, मैंने खुद watch along किया था, but the fact that City time and again were able to kind of beat, you know, over that kind of, you know, fullback they were passing, वो diagonal pass चल रहा था throughout the game. Would you say crowding the midfield is something that Klopp might be thinking of for this particular game in the FA Cup, considering it's a knockout?
Yeah, technically yes. But we will not be able to play like that. I think our strength as a team lies in the fact where, you know, we play how we play. Basically, you know, your fullbacks overlapping, and you know, you know, your midfield basically helping out with the defense. Fabinho dropping deep and then going ahead with the ball. And what I would like to see in this game is Firmino start. I think this is Firmino's game. I would really like to see him start as generally, and Firmino is not a 9, he's more of an 8.5. I think that is going to be really important, and I would really like to have Navigator start this game. I know उसका impact उतना अच्छा नहीं रहा है. I mean, frankly speaking, he needs that big performance. Maybe this is that game. So
yeah,
those are the changes I would go with. And then, you know, I would honestly start with Diaz, and then, you know, Mane can come on in the second half.
That's an interesting call by Nidhi, you know, about the team selection there. But again, jokes aside, Pranay, पहले हमने बात किया about elimination. But the fact that you have gotten through वो UCL match against Atletico, especially in Madrid, मतलब वो एक dark arts. Pep has got it, man. मतलब time and again हम देखिए, that has been one way to kind of beat Pep. You know, you said it right. Chelsea खुद ही मतलब, you know, we have faced that with you. That is one way of beating you, right? लेकिन now that you have got that, in a strange way, आप बोलोगे that Athletic game was probably the most important game for you to have played, and it'll probably help you, right? In general for the knockout matches coming up. So, are you more confident saying that okay, we can play every kind of football now?
I mean, इसका आंसर मैं क्या, if you just take out that clip, वो I think जो लास्ट जब फाइनल विसल ब्लो करती है एटलेटिको सिटी का गेम का, the happiness that the players had, like it almost felt like we almost won the Champions League यार. मतलब सब ऐसे गिरे, मतलब I've never seen like ऐसा, मतलब you know we win games, तो गेम के बाद क्या रहता है कि मतलब जाता है KDB हक करता है, पेप आता है, हाँ जीत गए गेम चलो. उसमें हर एक प्लेयर का रिएक्शन वाज प्राइसलेस, लाइक इट वाज लिटरली प्राइसलेस, लाइक एवरीवन वाज लाइक कि भाई दिस लाइक हाइस्ट एक तरह से करा उन्होंने कि इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट इम्पॉसिबल टू सी। एंड में इट केम डाउन टू सो मच शिटहाउजरी की मतलब टाइम वेस्टिंग, ये वो फाइट्स, मतलब क्या क्या नहीं करा। सो आई थिंक दैट पर्टिकुलर गेम वुड ऑल्सो लाइक, और मैंने कभी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था यार, मतलब अगर उससे पहले अगर तो मेरे को बोलते कि लाइक कैसा गेम रहेगा, मैं यार मतलब अच्छा ही गेम रहेगा एंड पेप विल डोमिनेट ये वो, बट इट वाज लाइक द क्वाइट द ऑपोजिट। सो आई थिंक मेजरली टू आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन, आई थिंक उस गेम के बाद आई थिंक प्लेयर्स विल हैव कॉन्फिडेंस दैट वी कैन एक्चुअली प्ले ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ गेम्स। हमारे पास अब इट इज नॉट समथिंग कि हमें सिर्फ एक ही स्टाइल का फुटबॉल खेलना है, हमें सिर्फ इसी तरह से खेलना है। दे कैन एनालाइज अ मैच, दे कैन सी कि किस पोजीशन, मतलब उस करंट सिचुएशन में कैसा गेम को खेलना है, कैसे अडॉप्ट करना है, वो अब मोस्ट लाइकली आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लेयर्स वुड हैव लर्न। सो आई थिंक दैट आल्सो एड्स अनदर as an Arsenal to our
yeah, Fernandinho का जो kind of appearance था just for 15 minutes, man, it was some level. I must say commend him for that. Again, every footballing team learns. I'm sure बाकी teams अब counter करेंगे, how to counter kind of City on that as well. There will be something. लेकिन I think for this season is good. लेकिन talking about players, yeah, we always say that this is probably one of the greatest rivalries that has been in recent years. पूरे season ये बात चलती आ रही है, and कोई लोग तो बोल रहे हैं this is probably the biggest rivalry ever. This probably can get there again. I think that it's not yet, but it will get there probably. अगर 2-3 साल चले तो definitely. But we have to come up with a combined 11. I have to say, मैं actually struggle कर रहा था, not about the combined 11 that we just pick players from both the sides. This is basically already you have so strong players. I don't think there's a need to do that or strongly बनाते. लेकिन the fact that has there been any kind of signings वहाँ पर जहाँ पर they have not fitted into the team in the recent squad that you can think of, and those have been signed by Pep or Klopp respectively, that we'll be trying to fit in 11, and this is again 11 which is probably going to be competing against other FA Cup sides, other Premier League sides, but this was signed by Pep or Klopp and they haven't featured in the first team, so as to speak, in recent years. So very difficult team I know. Again, starting from goalkeeper, I would say that हम probably formation तो नहीं सोचते, we'll just try and take 11 players from either team signed. So Nidhi, I'll give you the chance, and again people in the chat comment करिए नीचे. What do you think has been those signings that you can think of जो current first team में नहीं है but was signed by these two legendary managers and are pretty strong as well? तो goalkeeper में who do you have, Nidhi, among both the teams?
यार सिटी के लिए तो मेरे को मतलब थोड़ी लिस्ट लगेगी, उतनी लंबी लिस्ट याद रखना पॉसिबल नहीं है.
अच्छा, एक और कैवेट दे देता हूँ. ऐसा नहीं है कि 1-2 गेम खेला है, they should have at least played like around 10 games for the club. नहीं तो there will be too many signings that we can think of, right? So
I don't know. See, I want to say carriers, but the obvious meme aside, maybe Claudio Bravo would be a good shout for the keeper.
Nidhi is having a concussion. Nidhi is having a concussion thinking about it.
हाँ, मतलब कौन हो सकता है कीपर में? I think
एक और बंदा है जो चेल्सी को एक गोल दिया था,
Caballero.
Caballero, but yeah, was he signed by Pep? I'm not sure if he was signed by Pep. I think वो पहले
से था. Willy was not a Pep signing, he was before.
Yeah. I think I'm talking about this guy. Pranay, do you have any और कोई नाम है मन में आ रहा है जो गोलकीपर के लिए?
Signed by Pep, I think. Yeah, recently तो I think Zach Stephanie है. I mean, but I mean, of course, he doesn't fit into.
Yeah, I think वो cup games में featured हुआ enough, right? So I don't.
Yeah, he's featured enough because I think Bravo लाया था, but Bravo तो यार he I don't want to talk about Bravo क्योंकि उसको मतलब I just want to put this out also कि उसने जो हार्ट को रिप्लेस किया था यार, and I literally मेरा ना हार्ट ब्लीड करा था उस दिन, जिस दिन like I know you're getting a Barcelona का number 1 keeper, but Joe Hart was at the same levels, man. I mean, उसका सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम ये था कि he just can't play with his feet, like he can't be a Pep's goalkeeper. तो वो बस मेरे को काफी हर्ट किया था. उसकी जगह ब्रावो आया था, एंड फर्स्ट सीजन आई थिंक जो हम सेकंड आए थे वो आई थिंक मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रावो आए थे. सो आई डोंट नॉट, ठीक है, like what he has done for Chile and all, I have like, and even for Barcelona उससे पहले.
It's just the quality is there. It's just how fit नहीं बैठा. Put it that way.
But I think
Bravo is probably a
I
fair
would
call,
say
right?
Zach और Karius में से कोई एक.
Adrian.
अरे भाई उसके बारे में तो कमी, मतलब मैं क्या बोलूं एड्रियन के बारे में. आई एम नॉट इनटू अब्यूजिंग एनी प्लेयर, बट एड्रियन यार ठीक है, ही इज अ गुड इन्फ्लुएंस इन द ड्रेसिंग रूम, अच्छे जोक्स वोक्स बताता है.
चलो कोई नहीं. So I think from what I hear, Karius has been surprisingly the pick. मैं सोचा था Bravo होगा, but you know again,
No man,
this is
Bravo for Man City. No, I don't. Never. I think
Never,
Bravo
never.
for maybe Barcelona. Yes, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
goes without a doubt. But Bravo, I can't. मैं मतलब कोई भी player ले सकता हूँ यार. I'm rating Zach Steven above Bravo यार. तो मतलब सब level समझ
See,
जाओ.
that is the whole point, Pranay and Nidhi. Like the point is like as a Chelsea fan, मैं 50 player name कर दूँ where we have signed and वो आज की टीम में नहीं है. And they have also played a few handful of games. That means that it has not been a good signing. And the success mantra जो है यही है कि यार very thoughtful signings हुई है Man City और Liverpool की. I genuinely feel that, and that's the whole idea about bringing such a level, because we are struggling to come up with even a fourth name for a goalkeeper in so many kind of options. But again, talking about defense, if you're talking like four at the back, Nidhi, any names that comes to mind from Liverpool City for you?
देखो, one name has to be there. His name is Lord Ragnar Klavan. उसको उसको इंक्लूड करना ही होगा.
वो लेफ्ट बैक भी खेल सकता है, लेफ्ट बैक और सेंटर बैक दोनों खेल सकता है
यार. क्लॉप ने कौन से डिफेंडर साइन किए हैं जो फिट नहीं हुए? रैग्नार क्लावान, स्टीवन कॉकर.
भाई वो कितना एक दो गेम खेल के गायब हो गया लगता है ना.
Ozan Kabak, we can say Ozan Kabak. Maybe he was on loan. He was not signed by Liverpool.
I think Kabak is a good shout for sure. लेकिन
Yeah.
Pranay, any names? Man City यार, come on, 50 million for free देते थे for full backs. काफी full backs sign किए. But any ones? I think एक बंदा मुझे याद आ रहा है. That was basically वो मुरीनियो वाले सीजन में आया था and he played like out of the world एक मैच के लिए, फिर पता नहीं पूरे सिटी करियर में ऐसा नहीं खेला है. Frenchman, if you remember.
No.
Mangala.
Yeah. I mean, but I think even he was in the French team as well, right? मतलब कुछ उसका एक
spark, मतलब एक साल अच्छा गया था उसका, लेकिन वही है.
But City 11 की मतलब Liverpool 11 की बात हो रही है ना. मेरे को लगा अगर प्रेजेंट 11 की बात हो रही होती तो I would have rated Benjamin Mendy there.
Exactly. Again, I wouldn't want to take his name. अगर आप स्क्रीन पर देख रहे हो, मैं सोच रहा था उसको इंक्लूड करना is almost out of syllabus, right? आप नहीं डालना चाहोगे, लेकिन
लॉर्ड डैनिलो भी तो है. लॉर्ड डैनिलो यार.
Exactly.
Danilo, yeah.
Like Klavan वो भी खेल सकता है multiple positions पे.
Dude, can you believe we got Cancelo for 60, like Juventus placed 65 million price tag on Cancelo and we sold this guy for 40 million. Can you imagine? Like can you imagine that?
Robbery, that's
we sold. मतलब यार ठीक है यार, मैगवायर के साथ मैगवायर की रॉबरी हुई थी, बट मेरे को लगता है ये उससे बड़ी रॉबरी है यार. इसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा, कोई न्यूज़पेपर में कुछ नहीं आया इसके बारे में. He was so bad, man. But we got 40 million from Juventus and we got Cancelo, man. It was a stellar deal. So
and he's doing decent. अभी people watching यही है point कि यार hardly any defenders also जो आप सोचोगे यार it has been a flop at City or Liverpool. I think hardly 3 names. I think we did not even agree on the 4.
I would have also put John Stones, but not now, dude. Last season, 2020 के बाद 2020 first three seasons he made a lot of mistakes. Like I wanted him out of the club at any cost. He was very immature. वही वो British tax और काफी सारे injury. तो मतलब था John Stones का मेरे को बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद था कि how is he still surviving. But dude, how Pep has turned him, at that time वो 50 million की signing नहीं था बिल्कुल भी. I hope we all can agree to that.
Yeah, we also bid, remember? हम भी bid किए थे.
So मतलब I would have put John Stones, but not now. Like उसके recent form में और I think पिछले 2 साल में what he has performed, absolutely not. So yeah. Rest I don't.
It's a good signing after all, right?
Yeah, he's turned out to be a good and also a future long-term signing for us. So
I can't even remember any defensive midfielder, to be honest. मैं तो सोच के एकदम इतना हो गया यार, कोई मिला ही नहीं मुझे. लेकिन generally midfielders or wingers, Nidhi, any signings that did not live up to the expectation?
यार एक defensive midfielder है who I still feel is quite talented, but he never got the right opportunity, was Marco Grujic, which was one of Klopp's first signings. I still think that, obviously I'm not comparing him to the kind of players that we both have right now. I'm not saying that he's like some very good world class, ये सब नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, but he can do a job. He's still someone who has a lot of pace. He has a very good tackle on him, and he's a very efficient worker. So Marco Grujic तो मैं बोलूँगा midfield में. He's one option that I should have.
शकीरी को स्कैम रख देते, क्या बोलते हैं, मतलब he can play scam, right?
हाँ, शकीरी कैम या विंग्स पे डाल सकते हैं. He also never fit in.
But Nidhi, I would just थोड़ा सा मैं disagree करूँगा. Like Shaqiri, like is a good player, man. He's a good, he's a
he just didn't fit in. He just didn't fit in.
Exactly. He's a good player.
I love Shaqiri. Pranay, I love Shaqiri. मेरा
और स्विट्जरलैंड वाला गेम भी मैंने देखा था. He's so amazing.
मेरा एनफील्ड पे जो पहला मैच था उसमें शकीरी ने ब्रेस मारा था, तो आई on a personal level also I love Shaqiri. It was the United game 3-1. So I love Shaqiri, but वो फिट तो नहीं हुआ क्लॉप के साथ कभी.
Yeah, fair enough. Pranay, any wingers or midfielders? Man City B, I think signed quite a few wingers here. I can remember back of my mind couple of good wingers which did not fit for whatever may be the reason. लेकिन एक तो यार now he's uprooting trees in Germany, नहीं?
I would say एक जो player जो है वो है Jack Grealish. I don't know why we are not taking his name.
Why did not expect this? Coming from City fan, I did not expect. मैं खुद नहीं डाला हूँ. देखो, the people I have.
मैं लीरॉय साने बोलना चाहता था, but लीरॉय साने.
Why? No, dude. Leroy Sané.
Not in terms of his impact, but मतलब वो fit नहीं हुआ because of not playing reasons, but other reasons.
I mean, he didn't got like no, dude. Like I would completely disagree to this because Leroy Sané was amazing, amazing at City.
He was amazing. अरे मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ प्रणय, but some players got selected ahead of him.
Yeah. So, that I agree.
In that sense, he didn't fit. No.
Yeah.
Leroy Sané is amazing.
I would still rate Leroy Sané above Raheem Sterling, man. Like even today, like I would still rate him above the skills. And abhi Bayern ke liye bhi like he's a baller, man. He's a literal baller.
Sané is amazing.
He reminds me of Robin at times. Yeah.
हाँ, so वो तो है. I think, but I would like यार मैं तो पहले भी बोला और अभी बोला कि Jack Grealish was a shit signing, like absolutely shit signing. I hope Pep proves me wrong again.
अभी तो यार उसको मिले हैं ना नए I think sponsor deals मिले, तो I think he's probably working on them.
Gucci से.
Exactly. अभी एक और मिलने वाला है.
जो है उसे वो करने दो. But I just don't want he was, I mean 40-30 मिलियन दे के यार अगर टॉटनहम अगर 150 मिलियन मांग रहा था ना हैरी केन के लिए तो ले लेना था यार. 100 मिलियन का जैक ग्रिलिश लेके तुमने कुछ नहीं करा. लाइक लिटरली जो ये 1 पॉइंट की लीड है ना लिवरपूल के साथ, अभी ये 10-15 पॉइंट की होती है अगर हमारे पास हैरी केन होता तो. मतलब
but Ankit, we are not talking about bad players. We are talking just about players that didn't fit.
This is the strongest seven.
इसलिए मैंने शकीरी और साने बोला. I love both these players.
Correct.
Fit तो नहीं हुए प्रणय.
Then I would say then I agree to the list, man. Then I agree to the list. Yeah, I think फिट तो खैर वैसे जैक ग्रिलिश भी नहीं हो रहा.
जैक ग्रिलिश के पीछे पड़ा हुआ है वो.
लेकिन निधि आई थिंक फॉरवर्ड ऑप्शंस अगेन आई नो जो मिला था क्लॉप को as heritage that was not good at all, but again what he signed one Chelsea youngster I remember, forward line Dominic Solanke. I think that is the one that I remember. Anyone else comes to mind from Liverpool forward? I think it's been good, right?
Yeah. Dude, in the current squad, I would say Minamino has not fit in, and he's a talented player. I think Minamino can definitely do a job. If you want me to pick, since we've already selected Sane and Shaqiri, I would say Minamino should be the third one because he's a decent player, but for fit again, he's not fit in with this team. So yeah, I mean there are in Liverpool. I don't know. I mean, these are the few. I don't know. Maybe the other players are probably Origi. I think Origi played a lot.
But he's proved his mettle, I don't
he has done what he does.
Correct.
So Origi मैं नहीं बोलूँगा, but I would say Takumi Minamino.
Yeah, Pranay को यहाँ गुस्सा दिलाने वाला थोड़ा सा. I know, like the meme team doesn't get angry, but come on. I think Ferran Torres, come on, like how could you let him go, man?
I don't know, man. Even I'm surprised that he left. He used this as a bait to climb, Barcelona.
He wanted
So
it basically.
I wanted him, man. I wanted him like so bad. मेरे को दो जो अभी recently जो player निकले भी हैं, I think Leroy Sané का बहुत दुख है जाने का. And Ferran Torres, of course. I just didn't understand that, like why can he leave us? You know, why can he leave Man City and go to Barcelona? But and वो भी मतलब ऐसे situation में जब ऐसा भी नहीं था कि you know like City is on the top वो like they're at the pinnacle. So and Barcelona is not doing good past 3-4 सालों से ही. So I just didn't understand why Ferran Torres left us as a bait to join Barcelona. But I mean, he has his personal reasons. You know, playing time also. But he's super talented player, man. I mean, I wish him really the best, man. I wish him really the best at Barcelona because एक चलो ठीक है आज के ज़माने में where players are drawing amazing amount of bonuses, salary. मतलब Pogba 600K में अगर renew करना चाहता है and he took a pay cut to join Barcelona, so I have a utmost respect, man. मतलब for him. So I mean, I would actually put वो. लेकिन इसमें अगर दो mention मैं और especially मैं डालना चाहता हूँ,
Sure.
which was not signed by Pep, but they were our youth academy players and they were very good and I wish they could have fitted. One was of course Jadon Sancho.
Yes.
He left us. I think in 16 whatever the season 16-17. I think Pepera May. He
A
left.
Chelsea fan.
Yeah. So
अंकित अपना sprinkle कर
अपना वो कर रहा है salt एक.
अरे यार मतलब fact is fact. That fan will always remain in Chelsea के लिए right हो रहता है यार. You know it. Anyway, and then no pun intended. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I would say Jadon Sancho. वो I don't know why he then moved to Manchester United अपना career खराब करने के लिए. He could have come back. Like City ने bid भी किया था उसको वापस लाने के लिए, but he didn't came back. And the second player, which I just somehow feel could have done wonders, was Brahim Diaz. He जो Real Madrid चला गया and then I think he went to AC Milan.
Yeah, AC Milan.
Yeah, so I think Brahim Diaz was on the same levels as Foden. And you know जैसे generational talent में जैसे नाम लेते हैं, Foden तो बहुत आगे निकल गया, but जैसे
उसको मौका नहीं मिला ब्राहिम
उसको मौका नहीं मिला. Yeah, उसको मौका नहीं मिला. And I thought like maybe if he would have been at City, I think he could have reach the levels. So ये दो I think transfer out Pep के time पे ही हुए हैं because of we were buying superstars and letting our best of the generational talents leave.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Again, like we saw, we probably discussed about 15 names, and that is what it is. Like they have not had signings जो अच्छे players थे where they have let go. That is what me as a Chelsea fan would like our club to learn to some extent. Lekin again, it is still rivalry. Abhi semis hai. Final mein hopefully we'll meet one of you and we'll probably discuss again. Great having you. But Nidhi, I know you don't do predictions. Quick prediction from Pranay. क्या होगा? Man City Liverpool SemiFinal FA Cup.
प्रणय ये मैच 90 मिनट्स में खत्म होगा क्या?
I don't think so. I don't think so. मैं पिछले वाले भी अंकित प्रेडिक्ट किया था कि ड्रॉ होगा मैच. If you remember.
On my screen you have written it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So मैंने पिछली बार भी ड्रॉ प्रेडिक्ट किया था. मैंने हिंदी के चैनल पे भी ड्रॉ ही प्रेडिक्ट किया था एंड ड्रॉ ही हुआ.
तो क्या केलर यहाँ पेनल्टी सेव करेगा? केलर ही खेलेगा नहीं निधि?
नहीं. FA Cup तो Klopp has said already, that it's
just kidding. As in, but again, Pranay, so I'm assuming you are again going for that one goal, as an extra time.
I think it's gonna be 1-0. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 1-0 City. I think City will probably edge it. It will be not. I think it again. The reason I think it's not gonna be again a very full-fledged because I think वही same UCL वाला चीज Pep के दिमाग में होगा and since now we have seen it कि Pep क्या सोच रहा है. But the game will probably go to the full time. Extra time. I think
extra time.
It will never I don't think so. It will be ending in 90 minutes at all. Either a draw or मतलब 0-0 1-1 कुछ रहेगा and full time पे जाएगा game.
And Man United will be happy. I know Liverpool is playing Man United next, so I think going into extra time kind of helps them. I know they have nothing to win, but again, it's Liverpool Man United. That will be a great game as well. Lekin fantastic discussion. Thanks again for coming on. Again, people do check out Menace in the Mong. Do check out Tackle from Behind. अगर by chance आपने नहीं किया है, and yes, we'll discuss lots. Hopefully, we'll meet again. One of you for sure, and generally we हम मिलते रहते हैं. Any last words, Nidhi?
I just hope it's a good game here. Honestly, I just want us to go and attack because that's our strength. I don't want us looking out nervous like we did in the first half at Etihad. I want us to go full steam. That's our strength. We have to, just go for it.
So let's hope. मैं तो यार predict कर रहा हूँ कि लिवरपूल जीते. Nothing against the City, but because
Yeah.
यार बाकी वो final जीतना लिवरपूल के साथ, we have to get them finally again. वो है pending है, and I'm just waiting for that. But again, not kind of jumping overboard. हमारा भी है Crystal Palace, which is a great team, and we'll be doing a separate preview for that, people. Again, thanks a lot for joining. Till next time, take care and come on. Wish you all the best, both the sides.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Bhai, like, share, subscribe, everything, man. Whatever you can do, drop it.
Perfect.